Damn, gang, my chest hurts. Oh, I need to start eating better, bruh. I can't just be eating whatever whenever I feel like. Jeez. What's good, y'all? Damn, I can't just be eating whatever, gang. For real. I just can't be eating just whatever, gang. Damn. That's crazy, fam. That's so wild. Yeah, no. I didn't think that shit could affect you like so crazily like that. But hey, nothing is impossible. The word itself says I'm possible. So just always believe that you can do it at the end of the day. Always believe you can do it, no matter what it is. And here's the thing, like I learned that people will forget what you said, but people will not forget what you did. People will definitely won't forget the way you made them feel. So make sure that you make people feel good in the best way. Make people feel the way you want to feel. So just treat people good all around, bruh. All around, bruh. It's whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. You're 100% right. So you might as well just think like, yo, I can do this shit. Whatever it is, never use your equipment or what you have or what you don't have as an excuse. Like, look at me right now, gang. Look at me right now. Like, you can barely see me. You can only see me off of my LEDs whenever the LEDs flash, gang. I'm streaming off my laptop right now. Why? Because I told myself I was going to be a streamer. And I told myself I was going to be consistent and stream every night at 9 o'clock. So that's why we're here. I told them that I would provide, I told myself that I would provide quality content. Oh my gosh, that just kind of gets me into a goodness gracious. I don't think I should be downing other people, bruh. It's just whenever like people who like do like SEX work, that shit just blows me that they call themselves content creators. That shit blows me because they don't provide value in the way that content really is supposed to be. So why do they call themselves that, bruh? Why do they get that title? That shit pisses me off, gang. Like, can somebody help me with that? Somebody please help me with that, bro. Because people like they say they're content creators when all they do is freaky things on camera. Like you're an amateur porn star. Call yourself what you truly are. Don't say you're doing what I'm doing. Like trying to help people through the videos that you create. That's like the frustrating part. But you know what? I shouldn't be worried about it. I shouldn't let it get to me. I really shouldn't. I shouldn't. People are gonna call things that aren't that all the time. People call McDonald's food. People call, you know what I mean? People call everything everything. So I shouldn't be mad at what the hell people are calling it. I should be able to come to terms with it and just kind of like not worry about it. I think because I'm so prideful about me bringing value to you guys, expressing to you guys different things that I've learned over the years and over time, that when somebody who does that type of I don't even want to call it content, but does those types of videos and call themselves content creators, it did frustrate me, but I don't think it frustrates me anymore. I think what it does is just help me understand like where the world is at right now. I think the world is at a very different place. It's at a very, very different place. There's a huge shift going on where it's like ain't nothing new under the sun, right? But at the same time, everything is just looking a little bit different. Everything's feeling a little bit different with the new technology and the shit that's coming out. Everything just feels a little different now. So I guess that's just something that I need to get used to. It's more like a me problem that I need to handle, and I just need to be okay with it, bruh. I don't know if I need to be okay with it or if I just need to come to terms with it. I think that's what it is. I think I'd rather come to terms with it than to really just worry about shit. You know what I mean? I can't worry about what other people do and call themselves. I can't control that. Like, I was gonna go back and forth with this girl who called herself a content creator, but she was just a amateur corn star on Fans Only. And I don't think that me going back and forth with her and telling her not to call herself a content creator would have done any good. She's gonna continue to try to. I'm not even gonna get into that. But I feel like the fact that she's trying to take the status that comes with being an actual content creator and take it into her own hands and just kind of like wear it the way she wants to, that's what kind of bothered me. But I don't think I need to let it get to me, gang. Who they, you know what I mean? It's like that old saying, "Who you fuck don't make me come." Basically means don't. And that's funny that I say that right now in what I'm talking about because it's ironic. But maybe I should just mind my own business. Maybe I should just focus on myself and the content that I'm creating to the point where I don't even look at myself as these labels so that these words don't have so much bearing over my emotions. That's what I think I need to do. Do a little bit more self work on myself to the point where these words, they're just words, by the way, don't affect me so much to the point where I'm like getting all riled up and frustrated over these words, gang. Yeah, at the end of the day, I don't need to worry about that. I don't need to think about that. Look, perfection, I don't think is obtainable though. It's perfection, but we can only really reach high at high levels of excellence. That's what I think. What are y'all's thoughts on that, chat? And here's another thing to think about. Life is only 10% what happens to you and 90% of how to react to it. 90% of what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it at the end of the day? If you can't do nothing about it, don't worry about it. If you can, do something about it. That's what I'm starting to think. Just like with that situation with that girl, I can't do nothing about that. I can't do nothing about that, gang. Nothing. Nothing. I can't do nothing about that. But you know what I can do? You know what I can do? Focus on myself, gang. Focus on myself. That was scary. I don't know why I did that, gang. I feel like if you look at what you have in life, you'll always have more. If you're just grateful for what you do have, you can always have more. If you look at what you don't have in life, it's going to be harder. And here's the thing, bro. Like, I feel like you can't really focus on what people think about you. Nobody's going to understand exactly what you go through, bro. But you. There's always going to be somebody who is trying to just negatively slander your name. So you might as well just do the best that you can, gang. Just do the best you can in life. In life general, bruh. Damn, I'm over here spilling water. I'm over here spilling water. Hey, good thing it wasn't a lot of water. But yeah, gang, I feel like just do the best you can in life, bro. Make each day a masterpiece by the artwork that you put together. Life is art, bruh. It's either you run the day or the day runs you. So let that sink in. It's either you run the day or the day runs you. Which one do you choose? Did you make the most out of today? Did you do some things that you're passionate about, regardless of what the outcome was? Or did you just do things that you feel like you had to do? That's the real question. Just know that everything you've wanted is on the other side of fear. Sometimes you got to get uncomfortable. Sometimes you got to face your fears. Sometimes you got to just keep pushing. And just know that if you're not a positive energy, you're a negative energy. There's really not much neutral in the universe. Mostly positive and negative. So that's why I just value myself on being so positive every day, in and out. And I'm not perfect. Sometimes some shit comes out, but I realize if somebody wants to be negative, they want somebody to be negative with. And it's your choice. Do you want to go do that? You want to go be with some negative people? Fine. But don't be surprised when negative shit comes from that. And here's another thing I realized, just because people may have a lot of followers doesn't mean they're a good person. Doesn't mean that they're valuable. Doesn't mean that, you know what I mean? Just because they have followers doesn't mean that they're good. And I know that sometimes it's like, duh, but really, a lot of times people look at the followers that you have, look at the subscribers you have, and they just paint a picture on how good you are. From there, and it's not always the case. But overall, if you ever wondering how to get started, if you're ever wondering how to start creating content, how to start doing the things that you look up to people that they do, just stop talking about it and do it. Take notes on what works, double down on what's working, let go of the stuff that's not really working, and you got to try it a good couple times to actually make sure it's not working, or if it's just in the beginning processes. Sometimes it works like that. Sometimes I will have a video that I post and I think it don't have no views. I come back and it has 10K views, 20K views, 30K views, 100K views. That's just the way it works sometimes. Shit sometimes takes a little bit to hit. Just don't forget to put yourself out there in the first place, or else nobody's going to be able to see you. And here's a different idea. Look, don't give them what they want. Give them what they never dreamed was possible. Take it to the next level. Go a little bit farther than what you think is possible. Dream, even when you dream big, dream even bigger than that. And don't even start something you don't have faith in happening. Like dream like as big as possible and never give up, bro. Even if you feel like shit ain't happening, just keep going. Just keep going, bro. Just keep going. Here's another thing. If you want to be great, stop asking permission. Stop asking to get accepted. Just start making your own way and shit. That's what I'm realizing, bruh. I'm realizing more and more how much working for somebody else's dream, how much more power they have over your life than you do. And that shit sucks, gang. So you might as well just put all of your effort into you. You may be able to just be your own boss and have nobody be able to tell you what to do. Just think about it, gang. Think about that. Think about that. And sometimes you got to just make the best out of what works out and what hasn't, and just kind of go from there, bruh. Look at your analytics, bro. Look at how it works, bruh. And here's the thing, you don't need to always wait till the iron is hot. Sometimes you need to make the iron hot by striking it. Think about that. They say wait till the iron is hot, wait till something is hot before you get it. Sometimes you need to make it hot yourself. How you gonna make it hot if you ain't even doing nothing? Sometimes you need to stand out, bro. Do a little something different, gang. So, like, if you really want to live that creative life, you got to lose that fear of being wrong. You got to lose that fear of failing. You got to lose that fear of looking silly. Because a lot of the times when people do their best creative works, you'll even go and see they weren't taking a long time and they were just having fun with it. They were just having fun with it and expressing themselves. That's the most craziest part. That's the most craziest part, bruh. So think about it like this: the best way out is through it. Go through it. Go through it. Don't run around. Go run. Don't try to avoid it. Go through it. I promise you, you can do it. Whether you think you can or you think you can is right. You're always right, bruh. So you might as well think you can do it. You might as well think you can. I already know for sure what we dwell on is who we become. So that's why I try not to give negative shit too much attention. And I just need to redirect it back to myself because myself is the only thing that I can control. I can't control how other people act. I can't. I can only change my own actions, and I can't let it get to my head. Sometimes you gotta be the change you want to see in the world, bruh. You think there's not enough music artists who are talking about deep topics? Why don't you start being the one who talks about deep topics? If you don't think there's enough people making movies about real life events that's happening right now, why don't you be the first? Sometimes you gotta break the barriers, bruh, and not let other people create a barrier for you to be in. For me, honestly, the secret to really getting ahead is getting started. Even if you just take one step every night and then you start taking hundreds of steps every night, you're gonna get there. You're gonna get there, bruh. But honestly, Nelson Mandela said, it always seems impossible until you do it. It always seems impossible till you do it. And here's the thing, bro. If you keep going, that means you gave yourself another opportunity to make it. Doesn't matter how long it takes. Just keep pushing, bruh. Keep going. Just know it always seems impossible until it's done. You don't need to see the whole staircase. You just need to take the first step, bro. One step at a time, one foot in front of the other. Believe in yourself. Your future self is counting on you. So dream big and don't be afraid to fail. I'll leave y'all with that. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to stand out and be different than everything that's out. Stay positive and keep going. I appreciate y'all for coming out. Until next time.